Okay? So when we say we renew our intention, or we bring back our focus to our intention, that's a process of purification. Not only of the action itself, but our own hearts. It's a reminder to ourselves, what am I doing? What's going on with me? Look at all these other things I've sort of latched onto along the way. And let's let go of those things. Let's remember why I'm really here. So that's intention. And another thing, the final thing that I want to talk about, two things. Those are humility and hope. So intention opens the door for humility. Because when we make intentions, we should be in a state of acknowledging that we can't do these things on our own. We need to seek the face of God even before we begin something, because we have no power to actually accomplish what we seek to accomplish, what He allows us to seek to accomplish. So it's a calling on Him when we make an intention. We're calling on Him. We're expressing our poverty in front of Him, our inability, our incapacity. That I'm coming here by your grace and your might. I can't make myself become enlightened through what I'm going to do here. I can't even make myself listen if you don't open my heart and the ears of my heart. But I'm asking you, please. My intention is that you be pleased with me. My intention is that you wash away my sins through this experience that I'm going to go through now. And it should be full of humility for it to be really what it should be. You understand? So that's why one time we were at a retreat with sisters, and we were talking about this, and we were talking about the concept of realizing that none of our actions are just through our own accomplishment. We have to move away from the whole discourse of achievement and accomplishment, and that obsession with getting stuff done, and all of these things. And we had a long discussion about where that comes from, this idea of a to-do list and of self-actualization and getting all the, becoming someone, and even religiously speaking. So we reached a point where somebody asked the question, so then what is the point of having goals then? Shouldn't we have goals? I've been raised to have goals. And it really made me think, because we don't really find this word goals a lot in our actual literature, in the actual words of the Prophet ﷺ and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's words to us. What we find is intentions and purpose also. We find intentions. So it's much better really to make intentions than to make goals. Let me just ask you on an experiential level. What happens when you have certain goals and you can't accomplish them? You don't reach that goal that you had. How do you feel? Feel bad about yourself. You can even feel bad about other people who are supposed to be facilitating that for you, right? Because so often it also comes down to personal relationships. You feel that someone didn't allow you to do that, or didn't make it easier for you to do that thing that you wanted to do. Be it a career, be it establishing a family, whatever it is. We can blame other people. And then, something even more frightening, we can start to blame Allah. You didn't let me do these things that it's so important for me. I wanted to be at this place by the time I was 25 or 30 or whatever it is. So we set ourselves up for a disappointment, and we expose ourselves to vulnerability to shaitan when we do that. We have to be very careful on this journey. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us what shaitan said to him. He tells us in Quran. The shaitan said, shaitan being the devil, said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. He said, I am going to sit right there on the path in front of your people. I'm going to block the path for them. And that's the reality. And so you have to be aware on this journey. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, shaitan is your enemy, so take him as an enemy. Don't take him as just a kind of a myth or a kind of a cute little story or something. No, that's real. So that's what you need to be aware of, especially the level on which he works. The major level on which he works is through your mind, through suggesting things to you that are just not true. And so we have to be careful then how we walk, so that we don't expose ourselves to the danger of shaitan and the threat of his interfering with our relationship with Allah. And one of those ways, as I said, is through the negative feelings that start to brew when we make goals and we don't reach those goals, we don't fulfill those goals. But what happens when we turn all those goals into intentions?
Results don't matter anymore.
The result doesn't matter anymore. Allah, mashallah. That's very huge. That is a revolution in thinking. It's not about the result anymore.